courses and you click on administer and monitor medications.
I believe that's 007, yeah?
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Now,
so, yeah, go on.
Yeah. So what happens is that I've sent you an email, but in case you didn't see it, when you log into the course, there's an email that is in the course. You might need to scroll down as here, it's the navigation video, and it might be worthwhile you watching that video because it gives you some tips on how to navigate the learning management system. Okay, so when you go into the course, there's two sections. There's the menu section over here on the side. So it may have this 3 dots and 3 lines, and you can open it up, and that's how you can navigate the course. You can see all the different sections. There's the assessment and navigational tips. There's announcements, and then they go through all the chapters of the e-learning content. Okay. And the idea is that you do the e-learning content. You can either scroll down on this menu or scroll down on this section here. And each chapter has an e-learning module. Okay. And when you click on the e-learning module, it might take a while to load the first time you enter the e-learning module, but it will come up. And this is how you learn. You learn by reading through all this content. Yeah.
Yep.
And you start the course.
Yep.
And it's got its own menu navigation. Yeah.
Yep.
The thing is, in the e-learning, you can't jump ahead. You've got to go through each
step
page.
By step. Yep.
Step by step by step. But the idea is that you can play the button and it will read the information to you, or you can read the information yourself.
Yep.
And you can go through, and just like e-learning, there's you click on different things to do different activities, or you read things. Yeah.
Yep.
So you just go through each page, and it will be telling you all the information that you need to know. Yeah.
Yep.
For the assessment. Now, essentially, Scilla, the e-learning modules are really a digital version of the learner guide. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So you go after each e-learning module, there's a very short quiz, which you can do. And the e-learning modules are not compulsory, but we recommend that you do them as a way of learning the content.
The basic, yes, the base.
Correct. So there's chapter 1, there's an e-learning module, chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you're in the e-learning module, if you wanted to go back to a different section, you just open up your little side menu and you scroll down to a different section. Alternatively, you can click on what they call breadcrumbs up the top here. See how if I can hyperlink on that, it will take me back to the beginning of the course.
Yep.
Now, the course includes what we call a simulated business, and the business is called Lotus Compassionate Care. Now, in the course assessment, Scilla, what happens is that they ask you a lot of questions around an organisational policy and procedure.
Yep.
Now, to make it easier for you, you can either go off to Meditech Staffing and try and find their policies and procedures, which they would have shared with you in their induction.
Yep.
Or you can just go to this web page. If you click on the link Lotus and see how the login details, Meditech Learner and Meditech 123 are there.
Yep.
It will just open in a different window what we call this simulated business. And it's got all the policies and procedures that you will need to complete your assessments.
So I can use that.
Correct. So once you open policies and procedures, it's an online book. Yeah. Staff handbook. You click on it. Now, it's got 200 pages or something crazy. There's a lot of information in it. So navigating it there's some tips to navigating it. You can scroll down page by page. But say, for example, there's an index here. So say you were looking for privacy legislation. You could find it there. Yeah. And see how if you click on click on that, it will take you to that section. So you can just go to the index. Okay, find the topic you're looking for. The index is down there about page 7. So that very long index, but eventually you'll find something about medication management in here somewhere.
Yep.
I think it's right at the bottom. There it is. Okay. all to do with medication. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you wanted to, you could go to page 149 just by scrolling down, or you can just click on whatever topic you want and it will take you straight there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if
Yep.
it's asking for a procedure on addressing severe allergic reactions, you can just copy from here. Yeah. Control C.
Yep.
And then I think pasting works now in the answers. Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of information on this website, but it's mainly all in the policies and procedures. Okay.
Yeah.
So remember that one. That's a tip for you.
Oh, that's very handy because it's already online. You can just.
That's right. You don't need to print anything out. So there's the 7 e-learning modules here in the middle. They're also on the side. The learner guide is here. If you are not a digital person and you don't like working online for the e-learning, you can download the learner guide. If you click on it, it will download to your local folder. See, there it is there.
PDF
and if you go
format,
to your local download folder, that's where mine goes. Some depends how your laptop is set up. It might go to your desktop. But this is the learner guide, which is all the digital content, but in a document format. So you might be a learner that wants to print that out and, make notes. It's completely up to you. Again, the index is hyperlinked to take you to different sections. Okay.
Yep.
So that's the learner guide here. Additional research and other resources. Other resources is where we've put some the Meditech staffing policies and procedures that might be relevant. All righty. So you can either use Lotus or you can use these. It's up to you.
Okay.
We've also got some assessment resources that we think you will need to refer to. I've put them under assessment resources, and they're just files that you can download.
Thank you.
Okay. Additional research is if you want to go off and just look at different websites that we've put in there, different videos. Okay. That will be also helpful. So you can either go back to the top with using the breadcrumb, or you can use the menu. So then we've got the assessment workbook. Now the assessment, this is all the assessment questions. Before you can do any assessment, you have to do what's called a candidate declaration.
Yep.
That is just telling the system, you answer the question and it says, read all of this. It's just basically saying, I'm the person doing it. I agree, and then submit your answers. Once you do that, then everything will open up below that. Okay. But until you do that, that won't open up until you've answered the assessment declaration.
Yep.
All righty. So then you'll see here it says none of these assessments are available until you have done the declaration. In here, forms and templates. A lot of the assessments ask you to complete different forms. We've supplied all the forms to you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Thank you.
If they want you to do an equipment checklist, we've got a template there. You can just download that document, fill it out, and then you'll upload that as your assessment. Yeah.
Do I need to reformat to PDF or just use as the Word?
Use as a Word, just save it as, put all your answers in there and just save it as, with your name at the end or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Then there's assessors, checklists and observation forms. Some video assessments. You have to do some video assessments. Sometimes the trainer will, the question will refer you to an observation form, and that's because you're going to have to demonstrate a skill. If you look at the observation form, then it tells you exactly what the trainer wants you to demonstrate in that video. Okay. And I need to update them all because they go on a little bit at the top. I thought I had updated all of those, but I will fix it. Ignore the first couple of pages because that's instructions for the assessor. But when you get down here, the observation form, that's the one that's actually saying to you, in this assessment question, they want to be able to observe you doing these steps.
Medication. Yep.
Okay. So that's why they are there, to give you a guide as to what the trainer is wanting to observe you doing.
Yeah.
All righty. With the briefing documents, this is, you know, when there's a simulation role play, you may need to get someone in to simulate being a client or simulate being your colleague. So there's different briefing documents here for each task, giving them a tip on how to play that role.
Yep.
Okay. And then with the knowledge questions, I can't, as logged in as you, I can't see them. So I'm going to just go back out and log in as me. Because once you do the candidate declaration, you'll then be able to do the knowledge questions. Now, with the assessment, it's broken into different sections. There's knowledge questions. These are short answer questions that you type your answer into the system. Yeah?
Yeah.
Then there's a series of practical tasks. See how there's 5 practical tasks?
Yeah.
Again, these I think are all written into the system. They might be videos, mainly written, I think. Then there's a series of case studies.
Yep.
Right. Then there is a workplace preliminary task that must be done in simulation with your trainer and assessor.
Yep.
And most of all of these you'll just work through independently. If you need help, you can just contact your trainer. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the answers should be either available in the policies and procedures for Lotus Compassionate Care or in the learner guide. Yeah. Sometimes you may have to go out and look. I think you have to look at the legislation around poisons and things like that.
Yep.
Once you've done the preliminary task, that is when you've done up to that stage, that's when you're ready to be assessed in the workplace.
Okay. Really,
okay.
Yeah.
And so you've got a bit of work to do before you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Now, all of those assessments are completed online, but down at the bottom here, there is the written learner assessment guide that you can download, and all of those assessments that are online will then be in that booklet if you prefer a printed copy.
Yeah.
But all the assessments must be completed online.
Okay, thank you.
It's just that some people like the handwritten, the hard copy.
Hard copy.
Yeah.
I
When
like
you
hard
go in,
copy.
Yeah, I get it too, and especially if you're writing notes and trying to complete assessments.
Yep.
So when you're ready to do your assessment, your knowledge questions, you've done your candidate declaration, you preview the quiz, you must turn your camera on. And my camera looks like it's turned off. So I need to go and work out how to turn my camera on. And I thought I had already turned it on. But anyway, it depends what Google, what browser you're using as to how to turn your camera on. So I can't tell you how to turn your camera on, but in Google, you have to go to site settings, ask default location. Don't know why mine's not coming up, but anyway, it's probably because I'm not logged in as a student, yeah? But when you get to that section, please turn your camera on.
That is when you're ready to assess, is that what you're saying?
I think because I'm not logged in as a student, yeah?
Okay, sure, yeah.
So let me just see if I can log in as a student, just to make that a little bit easier. Go to my courses. I've got so many courses. Have I got medication? Well, I'm not logged in as a student, believe it or not. Okay, hang on. What I'll do is I'll go to another student. Okay, so let me just see. Yes, so continue your last attempt. Again, it's not letting me, but anyway, it will let you on your computer. I think it knows. I don't know why, but I'm not a student. It's not letting me do it, but it will let you do it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have problems, just let me know. I mean, but I'm pretty sure it'll come up for you. I think it's just because I'm not a real student. It knows. So when you get into that, Preview the quiz. I'm trying to allow camera access. Why is it not letting me?
So when I come to the assessment, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe because no, the candidate declaration's been done.
It says you've completed this activity.
Let's have a look. Anyway, I just want to be able to show you the questions. There they are. So question 1 wants to know what state you're in. Okay, so you can type your answers up on the screen here.
Yep.
And you can see that it has different questions here. You just type your answers in there. So it wants you to go off and look at the correct legislation, the Therapeutic Goods Act. Yeah, and see how it's got a hyperlink there? So you can click on it, it will take you there and you'll find your answers there. So you can cut and paste. Question 2, complete that table below. So you fill in the answers here, yeah? And so on and so forth. Okay, the knowledge questions are pretty straightforward. This gives your progress report of how many you've done. What's really important is when you are finished, it will save you work. But when you're finished, you must finish review and then click submit your assessment. Okay?
Finish,
now,
review, and submit. Yeah?
Submit is what will send a message to the trainer to say it's ready to be marked.
Yep.
And then we at the practical assessment quiz, it's got the instructions here. Tells you what you're required to do, takes you off to other resources, refer to whatever, and then preview the quiz. Again, it won't let me, but you once your camera's turned on, it will show you the question.
Thank you.
And same setup as before. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you just work through all the questions. One of the questions from memory is really strangely worded, and it's this practical assessment task 5.
Yeah.
Still won't let me. And I can't, they won't, it's very strange setup, but I can't actually fix the question the way it's worded. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you come to this one, it basically what it's saying is choose a delegating health professional. What it's really wanting you to look at is working out when are you allowed to administer medicine, right? So you go off and look at the medication management policy and procedure, and they've gone a long way around, you know, really wanting you just to go and find the policy and procedure around medication management. And are you allowed to administer medicine at the moment? And what you'll find is the answer is no, because you have not completed this unit of competency. Yeah. So then they want a copy of the organisational policy that relates to that. But the way the system's set up, I can't edit the question to fix it, to simplify it, unfortunately. So just when you get to practical assessment task 5, don't be overwhelmed by the question, because they really are just going on a little bit too much with regards to what they want. Yeah. It really is about understanding that unless I've got this unit of competency, no, I can't administer medicine. Yeah.
Stick to no, yeah?
Yeah. So if you get stuck at any time, you just contact us via email, or your trainer Rossol will be in contact. And what I'm wanting to set up is that Rossol and you have at least a monthly meeting, and maybe more frequently, just to address these sorts of questions, to say, look, I got up to this stage and I don't understand this question, or I don't understand that. And then Rossol works Fridays. I am in the process of recruiting another RN trainer and assessor who will be available after hours. And you can just set up a one-on-one with them to say, look, I'm stuck at case study 2.3. Could we just have a quick catch up to get me moving again? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the questions are usually all just laid out there. They refer to different documents that I've shown you from within Lotus or within the system. And they really mostly are self-explanatory, except for that practical assessment task 5. So don't be overwhelmed by that one. But the rest of them are usually straightforward. Once you're getting closer to finishing up to case study 6, that's when we probably will bring you in to do these preliminary tasks as a role play.
Yeah.
And then all of these tasks will be done in the workplace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I think that's it. Oh no, these are workplace assessment tasks. Yes, that's right. There's a lot of them, quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you'll be guided by Russell, your trainer.
Yep.
Or the new trainer as well, as to anytime you get stuck, you just contact us and we help you through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you started work as a support worker with Meditech Staffing, and you're an RN, aren't you?
No.
No.
I'm
Okay.
I'm an AIN.
AIN. Okay, beautiful. That's okay. And so as you get more shifts with Meditech Staffing, ideally what we'd want is clients that will set you up with clients who need medication administration. And then Russell or the other trainer will come and visit you in the workplace to go through that process with you.
Yeah, that's why I contacted you. They've allocated me a body shift at the house in Maroubra.
Fantastic.
So there was Michelle highlighted about the medication. So I went around to check because I haven't really started yet.
Yep.
And that's why I tried to contact the trainer and they were just lost. So I said, let me just contact Leanne directly.
Yes, indeed. And exactly. So we can you probably use Anzac House on the time that it's ready for you to be assessed. So the sooner you get through the assessments, the sooner we can do the workplace assessment. But if you get stuck at any time, you just give us a call.
Sure. And is there a certain time to complete the training, the medication?
It's completely up to you, Scylla, as to how much time you dedicate to it each week, as to how long it's going to take to complete.
Oh, okay, because I was told that you need to complete it in 20 hours, so I wasn't sure whether that
No. Look, it usually takes you about 2 months by the time you get, when you're trying to work and do everything else, but try and give it, try and allocate as many hours per week to just dedicated to finishing those assessments and doing the e-learning, and you'll chip away at it. And I think that's the best advice, is just to stay consistent with your attention to the studies. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, that's about it. And task 5. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have Rachel's number, yeah?
No, she doesn't have a mobile number. The best, I'll get
Email?
her to give you a call. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get her to give you a call, and I'll let her know that we've had this meeting.
Thank you. And lastly, Leanne, just wanted to highlight with you, since I have not been paying my fees.
Oh, yes,
because apparently I just started a shift last Thursday.
Yes. Well, that's okay. The thing is, we can start paying that again. Once you're ready, you just give me a call. Now you can either do a bank transfer, or you can just ring me with your credit card details, and we'll process the payments over the phone.
Yes, I can do either of them, but I just wanted to let you know in regard to that.
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance to look at our financial records. You've paid some money. You've paid $200, and there's $250 remaining.
Okay, and yes, because I was just charged of overdraft since there's no money in the bank.
Yes, I completely understand these crazy times we're living in.
Yeah.
Look, just when you're ready, give me a call, Scylla. We won't be able to issue your certificate until you've paid in full. So you've got 2 months to pay the $250. If you want to wait 3 months, you've got 3 months to pay the $250. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. And I wanted to highlight that with you. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anytime. And if you're getting frustrated at all or need help at any time, just contact me directly. I will get Russell to give you a call as well and set up those regular meetings with her, preferably on a Friday with Russell. Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Anytime. And good luck out there. It's great to have you on board.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks, Scylla. Bye now.
Goodbye.